Hey guys, I'm David DeMuzio with Hair Loss Hope, and I just finished an interview with hair loss expert Matt Dominance. Matt has a very different way of looking at hair loss than I do, but yet we agree on almost everything. His unique perspective offered so much value, and this is, I would say, the most value packed hour of information on hair loss I've ever come across. So I've decided to break it up into a few different uploads here on the channel. It'll be a 3 or 4 part series. Watch this whole interview because it's really going to help you. Even me, having been through 3 hair transplants and tried just about every medication and supplement under the sun for hair loss, I still learned a ton from Matt. So watch this whole interview, and I hope it's very helpful for you.
Okay, so first of all, thanks David for hosting me on your channel. Really appreciate it. That's the first interview on your channel, so I hope the guys will enjoy it and yeah, benefit from what I have to say, from my experience and so on. So first of all, I started using Derma roller probably like 3 years ago, where Derma pen wasn't even that like mainstream, or it wasn't talked about that much. And I was just using it with onion juice back in the days. I wasn't even using things like finasteride and the FDA approved stuff. I was just using the Derma roller, and later I switched to Derma pen. I tried both of them. I think that the evidence on microneedling as such has been done on Derma roller prevalently, but I think that the mechanical tension that Derma roller is doing, or Derma pen, is pretty similar in my opinion. I just don't see a reason how this could be different. I'm sure both techniques or both tools will promote the proliferation of the epidermal growth factors and stem cells in the hair bulge area, and all of these things that microneedling is known for. So I just started using Derma pen because of the convenience reasons, okay? The Derma pen simply allows you to cause that micro injury that you would probably need to do with Derma roller for like 10 minutes. It's gonna help you to do it in 3-4 minutes, okay? Because it's just faster. The Derma pen, usually I set it on 1 millimeter. The needles, I use 12 or 25 pin needles, okay? So these are like 12 micro needles that are kind of pretty much like hammering into your head at pretty fairly good speed, so you don't need to overdo it. I just wait until I see some redness, and after you've been doing it for a long time, you just feel probably when the pain starts getting like more and more, and you just stop, okay? And the results should be like slight erythema, which is like slight redness on your scalp, and then you just move to another spot. And especially by guys who have longer hair, and during the times I had longer hair, like 8 or 9 centimeters and longer, I found it like harder to do it with the Derma rolling, because the Derma rolling, it happened that it also like plucked some of my hair, and I just didn't want that happening. That's why I started also making my hair wet before every Derma rolling session. That also helped. But if you are using Derma roller, definitely make your hair wet. Ideally, if you have shorter hair, it's going to be much better for you. In case you have longer hair, I would suggest Derma pen if you want to cause some micro injury to your skin efficiently and faster. So that's pretty much it. In my opinion, both are same effective. It's not like Derma pen is more effective than Derma roller. It's just microneedling device number 1 and number 2. A faster micro injury, faster erythema, doesn't pluck my hair out as much as Derma roller could, and that's pretty much my conclusion on why I use Derma pen. And I usually use it like every 4 to 5 days, like once a week. I use the 1 millimeter adjustment on my Derma pen, and then I apply my topicals. At the moment, I'm using stemoxidine. I've been using also topical finasteride. I think it was like end of 2019 all the way to February 2020. I've been applying topical finasteride as well, and I was combining it with Derma pen for better absorption. And that's usually why it also works. It helps kind of promote the absorption of the topical that you're using, okay? Be it minoxidil, be it stemoxidine, be it topical finasteride. With anti-androgens, I would be cautious. I wouldn't be combining that with like RU58841 or any other topical anti-androgens. I wouldn't kind of do the rolling or needling, and right after that I wouldn't apply the topical. It's not even suggested to apply minoxidil after microneedling or derma rolling, because then your scalp will start stinging. It's gonna get pretty painful and uncomfortable. You could use stemoxidine. I've been trying stemoxidine right after my derma rolling session, and it was completely fine. So you can do that. With topical finasteride, you have to be cautious as well, because some have also like different chemicals or even propylene glycol, which can irritate your skin a lot if you apply that type of topical finasteride right after the microneedling session. In case of you, David, you are using oral minoxidil, so I don't see any reason why to use derma rolling. There has been some evidence that derma rolling on itself could like promote hair growth, but I don't think it's going to be as good as by combining it with some type of topical for a better transcutaneous absorption. So in my opinion, if you are on oral minoxidil, I would maybe use another stimulation therapy like LLT, low level laser therapy, or something like totally different from causing micro injuries to the skin on the scalp.